So what happened recently is I finished editing my climate change course. It's a very good course for kind of beginner to intermediate level students, although experts are welcome as well, of course, always. It's a course that I designed specifically not from because I'm not a scientist myself. There are courses you can take online which are, hosted by a scientist, and you're very welcome to do that. In fact, I urge you to do that. But the thing is, like, for some people, I think that might be a bit intimidating. Learning about the math and etc. I don't know. For some people, it's just too much. So I designed my course. I tried to take all the strain out of it and just tell you the very bare minimums that you need to know about the topic. It's subdivided into about 15 chapters, and I really cover a lot of stuff there. Like, we talk about, of course, the basics of climate change, but also, things like climate change and health, which is not discussed a lot, in my opinion. I mean, we hear it, but we don't hear the details about it. So people think that the only health hazard is maybe like lung cancer or something, but that's not true. Actually, there's a lot of factors, and they just don't get enough airtime at all. So that's what I tried to do. I tried to shed light on these things in my course. So what happened with it, though, is that I was hoping to put it on Udemy, and then I also looked at Teachable, but essentially the conditions are the same, and basically I can't put my course there. The main reason is not the music, because the music is copyright clear, copyright free, I should say. I made sure of that. The main problem is that I use images or even screenshots of articles because I discuss certain articles, and I don't know, maybe in total there's like 100 of them or something like that. So of course I could, sit down and methodically email every single person, like, hey, can I use this screenshot of the website? Can I use this particular graphic, etc.? But as you can imagine, usually these courses are created by universities, and so they have an entire team of people there dedicated to getting the material and clearing it. And if you're just one person like me, one person doing everything, shooting, editing, audio editing, etc., you can see that probably the task is impossible. I mean, I could do that, but it's probably going to take me years, and that's just not realistic. Um, I was hoping on using fair use, because fair use allows certain materials to be used without the consent of the copyright holder, for purposes of education and critique, that kind of stuff. On YouTube, you see that a lot. People using images all the time. In fact, when I used to host Age of Reason, the episodes that were dedicated to climate change, that's all I did. I took screenshots of websites and I discussed the articles, So yeah, somebody else wrote it, but I'm offering my educated critique on that. So I don't know. YouTube didn't bitch about that, but anyway, I understand their position. I'm not trying to say that they're wrong. Of course, they have to they have to protect themselves, and I get it. So if it's not good, it's not good, What I decided to do is I'll probably just put it on YouTube, like all my material. And I just want to make clear here that, when I, for example, started Age of Reason, it was mostly a show about critique of religion, which in that case was Christianity, because I'm an American, and in America, Christianity is the predominant religion. So it makes sense to talk about it and not some, for example, I don't know, Scientology, which is really a minority, although it is a big problem as well. So yeah, it started as that, and then I moved on because some hosts, it was hard to coordinate sometimes, and I ended up doing it by myself. And most of the shows after that became about climate change. So I often took some articles I found online, which didn't get any airtime really, and I try to discuss it to, again, inform and educate the people. That's all I'm about, informing and educating the people. So, having said that, the course, obviously, since it's going to be on YouTube, it's going to be free, so enjoy it. I do hope you learn a lot of stuff from it, because it's really cool. There's a lot of stories, etc., that I tell. It's very interesting. But I do want to ask people, if you can, please check out my website, because I'll actually talk about it very briefly. If you go to my website, at the top of the website in the homepage, there is, of course, my link to the Facebook, but there's also a shop button, and the shop, if you click on that, it's going to go to Redbubble, where I have a lot of like posters. It's mainly posters. There's some other stuff here and there, but it's mainly posters. I don't know, for me personally, I hate when the walls are bare naked. It drives me insane. It's just so kind of boring. So I like to add color to my walls and have different things. And I try to make posters as good as possible. Of course, they're original works. I make them using DAZ, actually, DAZ Studio. So I used to be a poser guy, okay? So I was kind of a poser guy. I kind of mastered it in a way. I did some CG short movies with it, and I thought at the time that was really cool. It was really amazing, actually, starting from zero. But then I came into DAZ, and I was like, wow, there was just so many more options, and it just looked so much better. So yeah. Now I have a couple of books as well. These are this is the main book right now I have, Beyond the Black, and it's available on Amazon. There is a discount on it right now. I think it's 50% off on the ebook, and it's, I think, 10% off the paperback. So please get it. Again, it's an independent story. I don't have any publishers, because again, I don't have any connections in the field. You see, that's the problem. So anyway, please get it. It's a psychological horror / thriller story, but there's elements of climate change in there. There's drama, there's romance, there's crime, etc., etc. So yeah, please get it. Please give it a read. Everybody who read it so far really loved it. They love how I use English, and again, remember that English for me started as a third language. Actually, it was my third language after Russian and French, and then it completely flipped. Now English is my number one by far. Anyway, please get it. It will help me out a lot. So coming back to the website for a second, so next to the shop button, you'll see I finally put it back there. It's a PayPal donation button. I don't know why it disappeared. I had one before, but it was still there, but not visible for some reason. So anyway, it's back. So please donate, if you enjoy my work. It will help me a lot, and the money goes straight to me, so there's no third party taking something out of it, which is a good thing. On the website, you'll be able to, of course, check out my work. There is author stuff, which is under books. There is film stuff, which is mostly short films and also animation. Music videos, there's a couple of them which I made. They're mostly fan music videos. They're not like original. But in the case of the Camelot music video, that one was actually watched by someone in the management of Camelot, the band, and they said, yep, you can post it on YouTube, it's no problem, it looks cool. so that was good feedback there. About us is a section where you can check out all the awards that I got. There are some top awards I got actually for my film work, and obviously my books came also from my films, so I kind of adapted that into novel form. Finally, contact us button, of course, that's what it says on the tin. You can send an email straight to me if you have any questions or problems or anything like that. So that's kind of the overview of the website. Now you know how it works. So again, just coming back to my climate change course, I'm gonna start putting it on YouTube relatively soon. I don't know when exactly. So again, it will be there for free. But please, if you enjoy it, first of all, give it a like on YouTube because it helps with the algorithm. Share it with your friends as much as possible. Again, if you find it useful and educational, informational, it is worth sharing then. So please share it with your friends and family members, etc. And finally, of course, if you do really appreciate my work, the best way to show it is also to donate money. So again, do it through the website, through the PayPal donation button. Um, I really can take all the help I can get right now because I'm in a very bad financial spot. And so, yes, I do a lot of stuff and technically it's free, but again, I'm putting in the effort and a lot of time into it, actually. A lot of passion goes into it. Yep, that's pretty much my plea for donations. I know a lot of shows do that, and I have to do that as well because I'm struggling big time. Having said that, I think I covered everything for today's video. So I hope you're staying safe. I know the COVID situation is still not great. A lot of people are suffering, including myself. Of course, especially, jobs-wise, etc. The market is not great. And that's not just me. I know it's a lot of people. But we all have to survive somehow. Have a great day. I hope you had a fine weekend since it's coming up. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.